poor though. Ay, working all night, need more though. Ay, I remember nights I was poor though. Ay, pick it up, pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. You see the drippy, I'm fitted up. Hop in my car and I get it up. Secure the bag, yeah, I get the bus. Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. You see the drippy, I'm fitted up. Hop in my car and I get it up. Secure the bag, yeah, I get the bus. Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up.
I'm in the mood for a switch up. I hit the function, hit the rose till I hiccup. I hit the stage and leave with money that's a sticker. She picture perfect, so I told him I'm a flicker. Bill, I'm in the mood for a change up. I leave the city and return with my change up. They got amnesia, don't remember how they played us. They wanna knock me down, but somehow I just stay up. Look, straight from the mud like Ruby. Straight to the stage, they love me. I understand they hungry, but please don't hate, that's ugly. I've been sliding, shaking, moving. I've been popping in my city.
Yo. Alright, I don't know if you guys can hear me or not, but I'm gonna be editing these shots. I'm gonna show you guys my process. This is the Eli Infante Actions. I'm gonna show you what I do and how I use them. So first things first, I created a little bit like some little add-ons to the actions itself. I did some little things that I felt I needed. Apart from the things that I already had. First thing is I always convert my image to sRGB, so I just go ahead and press play right there to convert it right off the bat. Second thing, if I follow these 1, 2, 3 steps, I would clean up. Otherwise I could do it here, but I usually end up creating my own. It's just kind of a habit already as is. From here, just kind of grab my selection tool, kind of go over here and then just right click and fill. Most of this is like pretty easy stuff, but mostly we should already know all this kind of stuff. Look for any little defects. Right here we're gonna kind of mess with the hair a little bit. I always try to just do the easier routes at first before I go into the crazier stuff. But if it works here, hey, do it here and then fix it later if needed, right? Again, sometimes when you download, just about to go down and export to episode. Oh damn, I need to watch that. Alright, so it's doing a decent job. It's not like perfect. I might end up like fixing this a little bit later, but again, right now I'm just kind of trying to hide or get rid of some of the hair. Just gonna grab and gonna fix a little bit on the higher up and not go too much into the low end. Alright, and we're gonna use his actions later on to kind of fix this a little bit better. Overall, it's a pretty good cleanup. We'll do the rest in the action. So here, layer flatten, because I do like to use his Facebook and dodge and burn. I mean frequency separation, dodge and burn, and that one already kind of does the duplicate for you. So I'm gonna go ahead and press play here, and it's gonna create everything. This one, you can kind of see it right here. I think that looks pretty good. I'm gonna press OK. Alright, so I apologize if the music is not like really nice. This is a free copyright music that I paid for, so this is what we're listening to. I don't know. These are just creative artists, you know, so we're going to do that. All right, so using this one, we can now actually go in here and adjust more of the stuff. So we're going to actually make this a little bit big so you guys can see. We don't really need the colors as much here. Make that small and bring this up, right? So under the dodge and burn, actually we don't need to work with dodge and burn yet. Under frequency separation, we have the texture layer, and the texture layer, again, if we grab the clone stamp tool, we're able to kind of get rid of some of these things like her hair right here that's in her forehead. I'm gonna go ahead and zoom in here and just kind of grab samples from the edges and just kind of go in here and start erasing. The reason why using his actions for this works really well is because if you notice, it does leave the texture of the skin, so it still looks like skin without actually messing everything up, and it follows the pattern of the color. So notice like the line of color stayed the same, so it keeps everything really nice and neat. So for that alone, I love using the yo, what's up? So it does work. Nice. I want to post a link on it on my Insta, but I don't think I can do that. I think you have to be like super famous. Alright, so this allows us to kind of you know, make the changes without messing up anything else in the forehead, which honestly for this particular image alone, I feel like this is more than enough. You don't really need to go in there and do much more, but we're still gonna tweak it, right? We want to perfect this, make it nice. Go, we are editing at least 10 images before going to bed. We'll have to fix this here since I erased the little hair pieces. We'll go in here and kind of, oops, get rid of some of this. Oops. Who are these rappers, man? I'm not gonna lie, this music is kind of cool. Might as well get rid of some of her extra eyebrows right there. Perfect! Should I get rid of this piece of hair? Probably. I'd want to assume, right? Yeah. Alright, so we get rid of all that. Perfect. All right, so we got a nice little cleanup right there. Maybe come down here, get rid of this. So clean it up real nice. Whoops, some hairs escaped right here. Get rid of some of those little like pimple-like areas. She doesn't have a lot of pimples, so there's not a lot to like fix when it comes to that. Little things here and there. But everything else seems pretty good. And we want to keep it as natural looking as possible, so we're not gonna mess with this too much. Alright, cool. So now we go over to our color backup, and this is where Eli usually ends up using his mixer brush. He says he doesn't like using it a lot. I actually find using this one a lot better than messing with dodge and burn. I guess everybody really has their preferences. And so in this part is where I usually just kind of make my brush a little bit big, and I start kind of adjusting some of this color. The problem is, as Eli says, you could go overboard quite a bit, and it can it could go you could go very overboard in this area and kind of mess up the image a little bit. Make sure that my hardness is set to 0. What's up, Paola? And right here I just kind of want to get rid of this like dark shadowy area that's creating some. And then I'm just kind of make it work. Make it work. This song's kind of, I don't like it. Can I go next or no? No, I can't. That's a terrible. All right, right here I'm just kind of like pronouncing some of these areas, making them like kind of blend in well together. It doesn't seem like you do much in this area, but you can actually go overboard and do way too much, way too quick. So this is one of those that, like, as Eli mentions this in his videos, you gotta be extremely careful when you use it. But sometimes I feel like after using this, like, you don't really need to dodge and burn all that much. I don't know, Eli says you do. I don't know, that's pretty good, to me at least. I feel like Eli goes like all extra, you know, like the extra mile right there. It's like, yeah, it's not needed a lot of times. Well, I guess it depends how long you want to spend in each photo. A lot of the times I feel it's not really needed. Alright, so we've got our frequency separation right here. Looks pretty good. You can use frequency separation anywhere else in the skin to adjust anything. So like right here, for example. But I mean, she does have a shadow there, so that's fine. Maybe you just want to like blend in a little bit of her arm so that it doesn't look like she has all these different textures. You can go ahead and do that as well. And like that. And just kind of clean that up. So this is the areas where you can come in here and just kind of blend in some of these colors, just to like make sure that the hair doesn't look like. And then you can come over to texture and grab some of this and just make sure you erase. And so I'll show you guys in a second, like this requires a little bit more patience to be able to accomplish. That's why I don't like messing too much with the hair. I feel like sometimes just going a little bit overboard makes it like overly dramatic, like it looks too fake. But if you come in here, you can then go and use this guy to kind of blend in some of these colors. I'm like that. All right, so then we can go into the dodge and burn. Dodge and burn, like maybe I just don't know how to use it that well, you know. I'm not sure. So Eli does like live by dodge and burn. If you really want to achieve his style of photos, you definitely need to follow him for his tutorials on dodging and burning. I am not like overly obsessed with the dodge and burn. I guess like you could be, right? Or you should be. But like, okay, so like right here under dodge, if I go down to this area, I definitely want to like dodge up this part. Make sure that my flow is at 2%. Hold up, give me a second. All right, so this is the area where like we're looking for like darker areas, like maybe this little section right here, how like that's a little bit dark. We just come in here with our white and just kind of color that in to kind of get rid of it a little bit. And just like the little spots, right? We just want to keep all these like colors kind of blended to where they look very, very close to one another. Or they create like a nice little gradient from one color to the next. This is like a little bit more precise down here. I don't want to like get rid of it altogether because it was there, so it needs to stay there. I do want to lighten it up a bit so it's not as pronounced. And I do want to blend some of these colors or shades. David, Dogecoin going up to 68 cents. Boy, yes, I know, man. It is crazy. I guess I'm kind of happy that I decided to buy in. I mean, I bought in really late, but at least I did, right? You still have all of your shares? How many did you buy and when? I've been putting money in. I put $1,000 last night, bro. I'm up 600 bucks. Man, now after seeing this, I see like all these nasty parts right here. I feel like I went too much right here. Alright, let's see what we've done. That looks a lot cleaner, a lot nicer. There we go. Not too bad. I'm not going to mess with this as much, but I am going to get rid of the assist layer to kind of see what I'm working with now. And I do notice that there is like a little area right here that's kind of dark. I'm lining that up. I feel like I flattened this out too much, so I'm just gonna kind of play with this a little bit. And go into the blacks and kind of just tweak this a little bit so I don't like work with it too much. All right, that looks pretty good. Then you can start adding your stuff, right? So like global check, that he kind of adds this like white area so you know where to put. So I can add another dodge and just kind of like make sure that these areas have a little bit of a brighter surface, so that there's no like little dots in between. And so you can just kind of go in here and kind of put this like underneath. There we go. And so you can kind of come in here and just make sure that all the little tiny dots kind of connect. Alright, we can remove this and kind of see what we've done. Just give you some highlights. Nice. And we have the dodge and the burn part if you want to add some burn. Usually I do add a little bit, and I'll add it to the areas like in the cheek right here, just to make those areas a little bit more pronounced right here. The dark little spots, you know, her eyebrows, like this little shadowy area. Anywhere where there's a little bit of shadow, I like to like bring out that shadow a little bit more. Maybe down here or something. Alright, so we've got some pretty cool. And then we have the eyes. So in the eyes, I had my own, and I like mine a little bit better, but it's not installed at the moment. I don't think so. And so I'm just going to go with his for now. So you just kind of color in, but his is kind of like it can get bright real quick, so you got to be careful. Yeah, like even that little bit, it did so much, you see? So like I got to drop that down like maybe around 70% or something, so that it's like visible but not insanely crazy. Yeah, looks pretty good. Color pop, I mean, if you need it, I might try it to see what it looks like on the blue, but it might not be necessary because this color pop is kind of weird. Highly not 100% recommend his color pop. Yeah, as you guys can see, like all it did was kind of make it a little bit brighter. I mean, it's not really color, not really sure how I feel about it, but I'm going to the blues and kind of I'm just gonna go back to the blues and just reset them. Alright, 50% gray. I'm not gonna mess with that. Selective color, I will mess with that one. Press continue. So selective color is supposed to be for the skin tone, and he emphasizes on his YouTube channel you're supposed to only mess with the reds and the yellows. This one's fun actually. I wasn't a big fan of this, and now I kind of love messing with this thing. I might actually crop this image. Then we have the background if you want to like mess with the background a little bit. I didn't mess with yellows actually, but I think your skin tone looks pretty good because I already have this like almost very reddish orangey tone, and those are the tones that I really like going for. I'm not gonna make the background like very reddish. I might actually remove it to try to make it more yellow. Yeah, something like that looks kind of nice. Remove some of those reds and add some of that yellow. And something like that looks cool. So again, that's like the before, and then that's the after. It's like very subtle, but you can tell the difference that it's making, right? Give me a second. I need to see if I can lower the music a little bit. Let's see what else they have. Something a little bit more relaxed or something. Beats, music. Let's see here. There we go. Something more chill, just to have something in the background. So that looks kind of cool. Now, normally by this point, I'm pretty much done. I don't really mess with a lot of these other guys except for the sharpen, which is somewhere down here. But I mean, you're more than welcome to. I feel like the more stuff you end up doing, though, you just end up. So like these are his highlights. I end up switching this over to highlights and just kind of messing with it. But I feel like the more you mess with this, the more like you'll never be done, right? And then you have to kind of copy all that to like all your other images, and it can get kind of crazy. It's like you never finish, bro. Like you could keep going on this forever. Like this image looks amazing in my opinion. I'll kind of leave it like that. Levels pop. You know, we always gotta like give that thing one little final push. And then let's go ahead and do the details. And so some of these things I actually end up just copying and pasting over to my other images so that I can be able to kind of speed up the process a little faster. And it really comes down to this is just like some detail, trying to add detail to the image, sharpen up some of those details. Whatever I feel is important in the image gets added on. Some detail. And overall that looks pretty good. I like that. And that would be like my final piece right there. Now I don't like to I know Eli, he does this kind of weird thing where you control shift E and he does a copy of it, makes it into a smart layer, and then goes even further and beyond and goes into color raw and starts tweaking all that. Like, that's so extra in my opinion. I mean, it's cool if you want to mess with that or whatever, but in my opinion, it's just a little too much. Actually, I'll mess with it on this one just cause like kind of like where I'm going with this. Yeah, I won't mess with all those. They were like that a little bit. It's okay. Alright, let's see. That's a nice little pop add-on. Alright, so we have that as the final image. I might actually crop it a little bit because it's not like That looks gorgeous right there. Put that in. That'll be one of the images. Then we have image number 2, which is this one. And again, we start off the same way. Control J. We grab our selection tool over here and grab this little area, and then just content aware fill. And I like using this one for things like that, just to make sure that I'm getting a good thing. Click OK. Deselect, layer, flatten, or I could just do my sRGB thing right here. That works. And then other than that, I don't foresee myself messing with this one too much. I do want to double check how it'll look if I follow this particular line a little bit, just because I kind of want to get rid of it. Not a huge fan overall, but I think I will rotate this ever so slightly, like that. Maybe crop into it. Let's see what that looks like. Kind of like that a little bit. Yeah, that looks pretty cool. I do like this. So I'm gonna be working on this. So from here, just go to the sRGB. Now, because this one is a little bit further back, I might not need as much work to it as the other one, because it's kind of further back. So the one things that I do want to make sure that I get are going to be like the colors, bringing over the colors and stuff. Yeah, see, so like when I go in here, like there's not really much to work on with this image. You essentially want to, I mean, I guess clean up like the stray hairs, right, and stuff, but there's not much else you can really do to the image. Everything looks pretty good. Yep, some hairs right here. Alright, so that looks pretty good right there. Next up, we go into the frequency separation area. There's not, again, it's like an image that's kind of far away, so there's not much to kind of mess with. Just kind of tweak it ever so slightly, you know. Alright, from a distance, it looks pretty good. Try to like touch it up a little bit down there. Go ahead and remove the assist layers, 'cause there's not going to be much to really work on this photo since it's so far back. I'm pretty much just going to bring in over my not my dodge and stuff, but like my selective color and all this right here. And then everything else I have to kind of add on myself, so just kind of drag those over, bring them over here. Oops, make sure those are added to like the very top of this entire project. And then for these, you just want to make sure that you kind of select everything and switch it back to white. There might be obviously like easier ways to do all this. Right now she looks super orange because I just like hid her from the, pretty much like the skin tones are hidden from her. I'm gonna actually do Control D and select the subject. And then I'm just gonna color those areas in black. And it's not too crazy because we really just wanna right here, just remove some of that color. Right, cool. So now we only have that color added on to like the stairs in the background. And then her color right here for the reddish tints are added as well. We're gonna go ahead and mess with the yellows on this one a little bit just to kind of tweak it ever so slightly. That looks pretty good. I like that. We have our highlights, everything else, and then from there we well, I can mess with the eyes. We didn't really do those here. Gonna press play. Bring the eyes up to the top. Grab your white brush and let's see what we can do to them. It's kind of far away, so it's not like super duper crazy, but this is at 100%, so obviously I'm gonna like tweak this a little bit. Right, and then just kind of bring the flow, oh sorry, not the flow, the opacity of this one down to like around maybe 10%, and we kind of work from there. There we go, that's pretty good. Just want to see a little bit of color in it, right? And so from here we have this image. Now we want to bring in our like our levels pop. I feel like this one has a little bit too much yellow. Maybe this one does too. No, that one actually looks pretty good. Wow, I made this. What happened here? A little bit more of these reds. Like that looks really nice. And you can kind of see that like the, and actually, you know what? We can add some of these extra, he has like this extra curves. We can add those. And create almost like a little thing here where we can kind of make the glow be on her. Really quick, just kind of add on color. And it just kind of gives her a little pop on her. And then we can create like a little burn. Now, of course, this is preference. You don't have to do this. Just kind of burn off these like corners. So like the attention kind of stays on her a little bit. There we go. Kind of cool. Maybe and I come in here and get these colors to blend a little bit more. And not be as predominant, I guess, where the flash hit them. That looks kind of cool. And then again, our details. Make sure details at the very top. Jacqueline, what's up? What's going on? And then just kind of zoom in here, and we will create details. Make sure we select this and kind of bring this up a little bit, and bring the details in the areas that need that extra detailed, like her eyebrows, a little bit on her lips, on her crown up here, her necklace, on her actual little flowers, so you can see the details in them. And a little bit down here. That looks pretty good. I like that. Nothing, I'm doing homework and I'll watch you edit your photos. Looking good. Thank you. Overall, I think that looks pretty good. This one, like, again, we could mess with the hair, but it's such a picture that's like so far wide, the hair's not that noticeable, so you don't want to spend all that extra time working on those. So we've got picture 1, picture 2. Oh, picture 2. Let's go ahead and do a Control-Shift-E. All right, let's go the extra mile, right? We're doing the Eli Infante tutorial here. Go to filter and camera raw, right? Let's kind of mess with this a little bit. Bring out those shadows. Pop up that contrast a little bit. Up the highlights. Detail. I'll bring up that detail a little bit. Let's press OK here. Nice. Little pop to the image. Looks really good. I love it. Let's go ahead and head over to the next one. Alright. So this one doesn't have much as far as like having to make a new image. So we will just pretty much start off with sRGB. Go ahead and bring in our frequency separation and stuff. I don't foresee myself having to do a lot of changes to this. While it's doing that, let me try something really quick. How do you add like link on bio type of stuff right here, right? All right, let's remove this and paste that. Yay. I'm gonna go ahead and do a little story real quick. If you guys, any recent photo shoots? This one's recent. The one that I just did here. Oh, I can't show you my Lightroom. This one that I'm editing is actually a recent photo shoot I did like a week ago. And I need to edit the photos for the clients. And I'm doing like a couple of shoots this coming month. I have like 3 photo shoots planned out. I'm trying to see if I can set up the shoot with Paola. But no, it's kind of crazy right now. I have a lot of stuff going on. But that's gonna be another one. You should go to that one so you could like pump her up and hype her up. All right, so add a story. Bear with me. It's like, what's up, guys? Have you ever wondered if Eli Infante's actions are worth the buy? Go to my channel, check them out. I'm using them right now. You can see for yourself if they're worth it. Actually, that kind of sucked, right? I don't like that. What's up, guys? You ever wonder if Eli Infante's actions are worth it? Check out the link in my bio and see for yourself. I'm using them right now. Watch. Yay. Woo. I messed up. Alright, hold up. Let's do it again. Wow, I'm on the last of your list. Paola. No, you're not. I wanted to shoot with you on Monday, but then I remembered that it's a high school, remember? So the high school uses their tennis courts during the week. We have to like plan it out on a time when like you're not. I mean, like you're free on a weekend. Do you go live on Twitch as well? I used to. I stopped using Twitch. It's been a while now since I've stopped using Twitch. All right, let's try it one more time. What's going on, guys? Have you ever wondered if Eli Infante's actions are worth the buy? I'm using them right now. Link in the bio. Go check it out. See for yourself. Woohoo! Look right here. Yay! Yay! Check it out. Peace. What's going on, guys? Have you ever wondered if all right, hopefully people come and hang out. Sure. Sheesh. I'm going to start streaming soon as well. I need to buy some equipment and graduate first. You don't need that much to start streaming, to be honest. Just the webcam and start streaming whatever you want. You can actually start streaming from your phone too if you wanted to. I'm going to game, so you better watch me. Oh, you're gonna be gaming? Okay, if you wanna be streaming video games, yeah, you do need quite a bit of stuff in order to be able to do everything. Yeah, gaming is a little bit more hard. So for this image, we do have a bit of a problem. I feel like I left this image a little bit too dark. We're gonna work with the darkness right now for now, but we are gonna have to fix that eventually. Mister, I want to become a full-time model. Like, that's what I want to do. So if you need any models, I'll do it. Maybe I'll get recognized. All right, well, let's start with the shoot that I wanted to do with you, and then we can work from there. Buy little outfits here and there whenever you can on that website that's super cheap, Shein. You could end up doing we can get like a lot of cool outfits and stuff from there. All right, so we need to get rid of any little things. Again, this is kind of soft, so it's not much, but there's like a little pimple right here. We can get rid of that. Those are her stuff, so we're not gonna mess with those. We're gonna leave that in there. Little tiny pimples up here. So not much to mess with, and not a lot of hairs. Her hair was pretty good in this image. A little bit right here. That can be up to preference. Like if you really want to, I guess I'll take it off for the sake of the video, but I'm not trying to spend too much time on each photo since I have like almost 30 of these that I need to clean up and fix. But I guess we can get rid of some of these neck hairs. There we go, just to kind of clean it up a little bit. Yeah, I need a new house for one. I need a new house for one because of my mom be coming in screaming at me because I don't wash my dishes and clothes. Oh, like you and Rafael are already models. Hey, if you have your mom screaming at you because you don't wash your clothes, that's YouTube content. Everybody wants to see that. You get famous real quick. Viral on TikTok. Start a whole TikTok channel where you just be having your mom get you in trouble or something. Like your mom's getting mad at you for stuff. Everybody will watch that. Amá, no me estás gritando. Estoy haciendo TikToks. It's funny. Alright, so we're gonna clean up this little thing right here. Alright, so that's easy peasy right there. Frequency separation, again, I kind of messed up because I think I like kind of colored some. There we go. Frequency separation, there's not much to do here in the sense because the image is kind of dark already to begin with. We're gonna blend some of these colors in a little bit. Make this like shadow that's down here. Just a little bit. There we go. Doesn't look like there's much going on here, but there's a lot, trust me. A lot of stuff happening right now. I need to work. I want to bring in some lighter tones. Might have to do that with kind of sharpen this up a bit. So instead of like making it like round, because her chin looks way too rounded here, kind of trying to square it off using shadows. Just kind of give her like a more squared off look. And then blend the shadows downwards so it looks soft. And like that. Alright, that looks pretty good. We'll go ahead and close that off. Head over to our dodge and burn. And we're going to need to do a lot of dodging here because I left the image a little bit too dark. Yeah, I'm telling you, that's content. I watch a lot of videos like that on TikTok. Oh! That was too bright. That was too bright. Put that at 2. Drop this down to like maybe 80%. Alright, let's go ahead and bring in this highlights right here. Right here, the image is a little bit too dark, so it's going to allow us to kind of shape the image the way we want it. Get rid of some of the dark, shadowy areas underneath the eyes. I mess with this a little bit. I don't know as far as like the quality of the way the stream is going, so I don't know how much of this you guys can actually tell on what I'm doing, but trust me, what I'm doing is a lot right here. So much that I could actually be messing up this image if I'm not careful. How can we comment? Let's see. Make me emotes. Oh yeah, bro, I need to work on your emotes. That's true. I forgot about that. Let's see. But this is a client shoot, so I need to get this out first before I work on your emotes. All right, so I don't know if you guys can tell, but I did like a lot of highlights on her face, kind of bringing up those skin tones up. I noticed that there's parts of the image that I didn't really mess with, so I'm gonna kind of come in there and fix those up a bit. Again, for those of you that are actually interested in buying the actions, one of the things to remember if you're working on dodge and burn is to you're not necessarily trying to take away shadows as much as you're trying to blend in those shadows with the highlights. This image, I just kind of left it very dark, so I'm kind of going in there and brightening the image up myself. But I am going in there with the burn and just kind of emphasizing on those darker areas to kind of, you know, make sure that the image stays three-dimensional and stuff. So let's go ahead and remove the assist, and so we kind of have the before and the after. And again, if I feel like I did too much, then I can always just come in here and then just kind of lower the opacity ever so slightly so that it doesn't look too pronounced. But I kind of like that. The only thing now is that I feel I need to kind of dodge the rest of the body a little bit as well. Right here. Kind of pronounce some of these little areas. Maybe go a little bit into her arm. I feel like I might have gone a little bit overboard, so I'm kind of gonna go in there and tweak it. It's cool. This is the content you should make, like me editing. Yeah, I should, right? This is my other YouTube channel, so I like, one is gaming and this one's like my editing stuff. I feel like the editing thing is cool, but you know, people, unless you're like famous and people care about you, people get bored, you know? They don't want to watch me edit, especially when I'm doing like a full edit. But yeah, I mean, I don't mind doing this. This is kind of relaxing, chill, and I like when people are watching because I get to have a conversation with them, and like it makes like my editing go by a little bit faster or better, I guess. Now we're gonna bring in our colors. So we're gonna go ahead and drag our colors from these. Bring those in, drop them in here. And so the only issue here is our selective color, because selective color works with so we're gonna go ahead and make everything black so we can kind of get rid of the selective color. Oh, make sure that when I forget, the opacity of this is set to 80 because we were doing the dodge and burn stuff. And so we just need to make sure we actually put the opacity up to 100% so we can actually make that pure black. Whenever you're working with stuff like this, the image is so crazy big that Photoshop does kind of lag a little bit, so I have to give it time to catch up. Especially with my images. I'm shooting with the Sony A7R III, so the images are actually like almost 40 some megapixels. I don't know, man, that camera has way too many pixels. So now that I have her highlighted, I can actually kind of invert this or something, right? I believe. There we go. And then Control D and invert it again, because we want to apply that to the color, to the background, not to her. And then the selective color again, you can kind of tweak it if needed, or mess with this one if needed, because every image might be a little bit different. I kind of like those reds, so I might go into the reds a little bit. Like that. I'm not the biggest fan of this image. They chose it, and they liked this image. I'm not entirely sure about it. I did choose a bunch of images that they didn't choose themselves, simply just because I felt like they were a little bit better. But I mean, they're paying for these, so I have to edit the ones they wanted. From here, I'm not going to do much to her eyes. I'm going to go ahead and just head over to the levels pops and bring up the levels. Hey, Paula, if you're still in here, so like when on a weekend are you actually free, or are all your weekends now like pretty much taken up by work? Let's see, like that looks a little bit too bright. I'm gonna go in here and adjust the dodge a little bit. Oh, that's too much. Go up like to 30 or 40. There we go. And with this guy, I'm gonna mess with this a little bit. And then details. And come in here. I'm available Sunday, Friday morning, Saturday evenings. Oh, so like you're available to do a shoot like before you go to work, I guess, right? Sunday/Friday mornings or Saturday in the evenings. By evenings, you mean like at what time would be in the evening for you? Like what time do you usually get out of work or stuff? Because evenings work too, but if it's like super duper late in the evening, like the sun already went down. Oh man, I colored this in the wrong spot. Like if the sun already went down, then I would like to shoot with sunset or sunrise. I guess sunrise could work, but sunrise means you have to wake up like super early. I ain't about that life. And I'm pretty sure neither are you. I can comment now. Welcome to the chat. Alright, perfect. So that one's pretty good too. I love this image. I'm not gonna lie, probably my favorite. I have no idea why they didn't choose this image. Control J I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of this little thing up here. Content aware fill. Then just press OK. Hi, Rafaela. She's monstrous in the morning. Laugh out loud. That's funny. Yeah, I can imagine that the morning is not like the best for a lot of people. It's definitely not for me, so I'll be honest, in the morning there's a good chance that if we say, "Oh, let's meet up at like 8 in the morning," I'll get there like at 8:30 or something. I'll be waking up at 8. Yeah, it's like lately the mornings for me have not been like, dude, like literally there's like nothing to do to this image. It is like literally perfection. Let's go ahead and start, I guess. I mean, shoot, let's try to do it like we normally do, but literally I don't really think there's much to do to this image. Let's start with background color. Just kind of tweak this. I wouldn't wake up at all. Yeah, I know I wouldn't. So we're looking more, I guess, like if you're saying at 5, Paula, like you'll get out of work at 5, then that sounds perfect. I think like if you are available Saturday evenings, like Saturday at like maybe 7-ish, give or take. 7 to 8. Because I think sunset right now is like around 8, 8:30. Sometimes. I don't know. I haven't really kept up with it too much. But last I know, sunset was happening like around 8. So we could do like a Saturday at like around 7. I think would be pretty good. And that'll work. So these are the only areas right here that I guess I'm gonna tweak a little bit. She has like a lot of like dark shadowy areas that I need to blend. I can probably edit those a little bit better with dodge and burn, so I don't like mess it up too much. All right, we'll kind of leave it like that. Go to the dodge. That's perfect timing. Yeah. So maybe, let's see. What's this Saturday? Well, what am I doing on the 8th? Oh, I have shoots on the 8th. I actually have 2 shoots on the 8th. And then on the 15th, no, I think I have one on the 22nd. I need to double check my 15th. I think the 15th of May might be open. I'm not entirely sure. I need to double check. But my May is pretty booked because I don't know, for whatever reason, everybody was like, hey, let's do stuff in May, even though I hadn't been shooting for like almost a month. It was pretty crazy. 280. Let's go ahead and kind of brighten this up a little bit. It's not too much, so we're really just gonna focus on some of these weird looking shadowy areas. bring out that lip gloss right here on her lips, and then kind of blend these out a little bit right here. This is some cool relaxing music. Whatever doesn't get me banned, I guess, right? I don't even know y'all can hear the music. Yeah, that's graduation. That's why. What? When is graduation? Hold up. When? Oh my god, the 22nd is graduation, right? Shoot, let me double freaking check. I think I set up a shoot for that day. Oh, never mind. Okay, I scheduled a shoot for the 16th. I think the 15th is open. Something is going on the 22nd, right? Seniors are doing something on the 22nd. Oh, practice for graduation. So the 22nd is practice for you guys. Graduation's on the 28th. This Friday is senior day. And when is the parade? The parade is on the 26th, right? On a Wednesday? Super crazy. That's random. Oh my god, don't tell me that was a surprise or something and I just ruined it. Nobody even tells me these things. I hope it wasn't a surprise. Yeah, it's supposed to be when we're supposed to give you all your little goodie bags or something. Not a parade, but like that little drive-by thing. I'm still going on. Yeah, I mean, well, when I think about it, it can't really be a surprise, right? Because if it was, what if people have stuff to do that day? You know, they can't wait to the last minute to tell you all. You all need to make plans for it. All right, this looks pretty good. I'm just gonna fix some of these little spots here. If it's a surprise, good bags, goodie bags. Yeah, like the people that adopted you. That's when we'll give you your bags, or like your little gifts. I don't know if that was a surprise. My bad, but it shouldn't be because like people need to make plans for that, and it's like literally right around the corner. Someone adopted me. I don't know. Did you upload your photo to the thing? I haven't checked. I already adopted a bunch of people, so I'm like, I'm gonna chill out. The more people I adopt, the less cool your gift will be, because I have to buy for more people. The less people I adopt, the better your gift will be. But Including me, the more broke you'll become. Alright, this looks pretty good. I love this photo so much. I always wanted to take a picture that had this kind of look. I'm doing this one from scratch because I really like this. Eyes. I don't think I can really do much to the eyes because it's really dark, but we're still gonna attempt it. And bring out as much as you can. Color pop Vato. Alright, let's use this color pop one. And let's bring the flow and the opacity and kind of color. Ooh, that looks terrible. And then just kind of bring this down. Yep, no, don't like it. Yeah, his color pop is whack. That's the only thing I don't use. Alright, so let's go with skin tones. So you're going to end up bankrupt buying all those gifts. Wait, so what day will the parade be? From my understanding, the parade is on the 26th, I think, which is like a Wednesday, so it's kind of weird. Unless I have the dates mixed up, but for some reason I feel like it's the 26th. I don't know. That's to my understanding, but I could be wrong, I guess. All right, let's tweak the reds. Ooh, I love it when it looks like kind of red. Oh, dude, this image is so awesome. All right, let's tweak the yellows a little bit. Just to the background. Oh, I love this one so much. It's so awesome. I'm not gonna mess with the color balance. I honestly really like the color tones and everything right now. The only thing that I wish I could do, but I have no idea how to do it, is give it that like pastel looking look, where it kind of looks like it was painted. But I have no idea how people manage to do that. Curves pop. That's a nice little pop to the highlights. And then details. And I want to bring out the texture. I don't like that it's like super bright, but it was the reflection of that. Dude, this image is like, oh my god. Alright, so those are all done. Let's go ahead and file, save as. File, save as. File, save as. You really shouldn't be saving these images like all at the last minute, because you never know when like Photoshop might crash or something, but I like to live a little bit on the edge, you know? Alright, let's bring over a couple more images. These parts you guys can't see, so pretty much where I'm at right now, I'm on Lightroom, and I am looking for the next images that I'll be using. Alright, I'm bringing in some new photos. Alright, so this image is actually gonna be like a two-part image. I'm gonna go ahead and maybe work on this one first, just to make sure that I can kind of tweak it a little bit. But essentially what it is, if I come over to Photoshop, I'm gonna bring this image over here. Where's it gonna be? If automate, photo merge, and we're gonna merge the layers. Open files, add open files. Documents must be saved before they can be merged. So I need 704 and 705. Oh, okay, I see. So let's go ahead and delete this one and go to edit, scripts, and automate and photo merge, and then go to add open files. Okay, we don't need this one, we don't need that one, we just need this one. That's it. Press OK. It doesn't let me. Maybe I have to do that or what? Not sure. Not sure. I don't remember how to do this. Maybe I can select both of them here at the same time and then do photo merge. Edit both. Merge. Open as layers in Photoshop. Photo merge into panorama into an HDR. Nope, none of those. I honestly forgot how to do this, but there's like a way that you can well, let's see how crazy it is. It's not too bad, so I'm gonna go ahead and mask this out. Come in here. It's not too bad. There you go. That's decent. Can't really tell. Fix this little part right here. What is this song, bro? Okay, what am I doing here? Chill, what's going on here? Okay, this needs to kind of stay right here. Oh, I see what's going on. It's because I did this to the... There we go. There we go. Perfect. So from here, we're gonna go ahead and flatten this. And then we're gonna start editing. Alright, so Control J, let's get rid of this chick. It's messing up the shot, man. Like, really? Like, what are you even doing here? She's probably taking pictures too, to be honest. Content aware fill. Oh no! Cancel. Control D. Oh, I just realized this part's all messed up right here. Just gotta make sure everything's good, bro. Can't just leave this all messed up. Alright. Control J. Let's go ahead and grab this girl. Content aware film. And then we're just gonna kind of tweak this a little bit. Kind of sucks that there was like a tunnel there, and now you can't really see the tunnel because it's okay. No one will be able to tell that there was supposed to be something back there. No one's gonna be looking at that. There we go. Ah, perfect image too. Love this one. Alright, so we don't need this one anymore. We can close that. No. That's gonna be our shot. That's gonna be our shot. That's gonna be our shot. And then this one. Alright, perfect. Alright, I'll go ahead and end the stream right here, guys. I'm probably gonna work on these images next time because I'm kind of getting tired. It's 12:30 and I want to play a game before I go to sleep. But for those of you that stopped by and watched this, thank you guys so much for watching. As always, I'll see you guys in the next time. Also want to let you guys know that I was using Eli Infante's actions. If any of you want to buy those actions, or you like the actions, or you thought they were actually kind of cool, you're more than welcome to go to Eli Infante's website, eliinfante.com. You can find his actions in his website. You can follow him in his YouTube channel, Eli Infante _. And yeah, thank you guys for watching. See you guys next time. Peace. Bye-bye.